Hello and welcome to the HEALcast. I'm Bobby, joined by my awesome co-host.
Hi, I'm Morgan.
What's up, Morgan? How we doing?
We're doing good. Second week of school. Kind of getting back into the flow of things. A little bit more work this week than last week.
Oh,
How about you?
definitely a lot of work. Not too bad yet, but we'll see how it goes. So we're just hanging out though.
Yeah, it's crazy. Different year, older. Talking to people and saying that I'm a junior. I mean, the limited amount of people, I guess, that I'm talking to anyway, because there's this thing called coronavirus. If anyone's
Yeah,
ever heard of it.
never heard of it. Is it nice?
I'll let you decide that for
Yeah,
yourself.
right.
Um, but yeah, just when people are like, "Oh, how old are you?" or like looking forward to like the career fairs and stuff, like we're juniors now, and
Yeah.
we're not that far from flying the nest. I mean, we're closer to being done than we are to
Don't
just
stop.
beginning.
Don't say that. Don't. We don't want to talk about that.
I know.
Ruin my day.
It's so it makes me sad too because my roommates are both in 5 year master's programs, so I'll be leaving and they'll still be here. And just the realization of that was a strange one. So
You can come back and hang out with them though. Your bed will still be there.
I don't know. I feel like I don't know. Like, will I leave my bed here? Maybe, but I won't be paying rent. So
Yeah,
we'll
I know.
see.
It's fine. A
We'll
weekend
see
here, a
what
weekend
happens.
there. You
Yeah,
Venmo $20.
maybe some football games. That would be pretty nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, crazy not having a football game this weekend either. I feel like we're starting this on a very sad note. I promise we won't stay sad, but just just the accepting of our new reality. Like
Yeah.
this weekend we would have been getting ready to go to the football game, and instead I was teaching a fitness class. So there's that.
Instead, I was able to sleep past noon, so that was pretty awesome. Um,
Past noon. What time do you
yeah.
usually wake up?
Ooh, Saturday I woke up at like 2 o'clock. It was awesome.
Oh
Um,
wow.
yeah, it was so much so nice. Just sleep through the day. Um,
And then you stay up late, like
yeah,
what, playing Dungeons and Dragons?
of course.
Oh
That's on
god.
Tuesdays, Morgan. Come on. All right,
Tuesdays is Dungeons and
I
Dragons.
digress. Enough of that. So today's guest, we have Sam Smeal coming on. Sam is a junior like us. We'll let her introduce herself, but yeah, really excited. So we can hop right over into that,
Let's do it.
and we're live, and we're here with Sam Smeal. Sam, tell us a little about yourself.
Hey everyone, my name's Sam. I'm a junior at Penn State, majoring in biotechnology, and I'm one of the Alt Funds chairs for HEAL this year.
Yay! So Sam is one of my co-chairs. We're also co-chairs with Carmen, who is Morgan's roommate. She was on episode 2 of the podcast. So it's
Yeah.
awesome. I love them both. It's been so much fun working with you and with Carmen. And
Okay, so Sam, can you tell us a little bit about your major because that sounds very technical. I am a business major, so I'm not. Um, I don't have a lot of experience with bio. What is it? Biotechnology.
Yeah.
Okay, can you tell us a little
Um,
bit about that?
sure. So it's mostly a lab-based major, and within the realm of biotech, you can either go into the clinical lab science side of it, so then you'd be working with pathologists in a hospital lab in a more clinical setting, or you could do industrial biotechnology, so you'd be working for companies like Johnson and Johnson or Merck. And you could do research and development. You could work with immunizations and developing those. So it's kind of an all-encompassing field and a lot of tiny science.
tiny
Very cool.
science. I like that. The small
So,
stuff.
what do you think you kind of are like aiming to go towards? Or, I mean, I guess for only juniors, you don't have to know either.
I think right now, like if I had to decide today, I'd probably go to the clinical side, but I've also changed my major 7 times, so honestly, who knows?
Wait, what was your first major?
Pre-med.
Okay, and then
Then biochemistry and molecular biology.
okay,
And
just give us a
just
list.
go.
I gotta think about this. There's so many of them.
Only 7.
Yeah, microbiology was one of them too. And honestly, I don't remember what else came in the middle. but it's all been related. It wasn't like I
Yeah.
went from like liberal arts to business back to science or anything major like that.
So it was probably a lot of the same classes that you would have been taking anyway.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Cool.
And that's a 4-year program?
Yeah.
Gotcha. And then do you have to do anything like how some like majors like you usually end up like getting your master's next or whatever just because like that's the natural progression. I don't know. Will it require that or can you just like go right into work from there?
So for clinical lab science, you have to do 1 year of clinical rotations, and then you take your board so you can become a board certified lab scientist, and then you can start working. But if you want to go into pathology, you would have to go to medical school and do a residency, and so that's about another 10 or so years.
Wow.
If you wanted to work in the industrial sector, they usually recommend that you get your MBA, so that would be a little bit of additional schooling, but it all depends really what you want to do, I guess.
Wow.
You
Okay.
must really like school, Sam.
Keeps me busy.
Well, speaking of keeping yourself busy, um, let's talk a little bit about Heal because that keeps you busy, right?
Oh yeah.
So, how did you end up joining Heal?
So back when I was a pre-med major, I was in freshman seminar for that, and I actually joined Heal still my freshman year, but a little later. And I just happened to sit next to this girl, Mira, and the one day we got coffee after class and we were talking, and she was like, "Hey, I just got an email from my Thon work, and that reminds me, like, I wanted to tell you about this. I think you'd really like it. It's kind of like a cute little family, and it's a great way to be involved in Thon without kind of the overwhelming feeling that comes with maybe joining a bigger committee as a freshman." And she was like, "So the meetings are Monday nights. If you're free then, like I want to take you to one, have you meet some people, see if you like it." And so I went with her and I did like it. And so here I am.
Wow, awesome.
Shout
Yeah.
out Mira
Do
for
you live
bringing us
with
such
her
an
now?
awesome friend.
No, we lived together last year though.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Love Mira. She's so funny.
She is.
Well, that's awesome. And is she still is she still pre-med?
I think she's a general science major now, but she's on a pre-dental track.
Wow,
Cool.
very, very cool.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
I didn't know that story. I had like the typical involvement fair, join heel, never looked back story. So it's neat to hear
Aw.
the other ways that people got involved and how like other members that enjoyed it so much ended up bringing you in. So that's really cool.
Yeah.
Um, and then last year you were our admin. So can you tell us like a little bit about what your experience was like with that? Um, yeah.
So one of the biggest things that I found with being the admin chair was it's a lot of technical stuff. So shout out Connor for doing all of that this year. Um, but it was really just being on the exec board, it was a really good, like eye-opening experience to how much goes on behind the scenes with Thon as a whole and also with Heal specifically. And so I really enjoyed being a part of that. I also like organization like a lot. Like I have color coded notebooks, folders, sticky notes, everything. So having the color coded Heal point spreadsheet, that was a big W for me. I liked that a lot. Um, and keeping track of the attendance and points and being a little more involved with the voting and dancer selection process that way. I really liked that it kept me more involved with Heal and gave me a little bit of a greater purpose within the org, if that makes sense.
Definitely. I'm right there with you. Not doing the whole color coded stuff because if you've seen anything I've put out, not the most organized, but I'm 100% with you on that greater purpose.
Yeah, just a side note, you sent me a picture of times that you were available today, and it was all like perfectly written out and like perfect handwriting. Do you do that for like every day just to keep yourself organized?
Yeah, I
Wow.
I
have that over my desk. So,
I'm pretty sure that we could sell your handwriting to Microsoft as a font. It is that perfect. Every letter looks the same as the other. I've seen you write like so many things, and I can't tell like the difference between them. They were all typed. There's no way you wrote them. So
So
thank you.
when you take notes in class, does it look like that?
So actually, usually because a lot of my professors take Zoom lectures as like Zoom lectures and they go super fast, I've actually started taking notes in cursive just because it's faster to write. But if I actually have a chance to like go at my own pace, then I usually just print.
Wow.
Gotcha.
I
Well,
haven't written
for
in
me,
cursive since like what, fourth grade? It's been a while.
I don't think they even teach cursive in school anymore. I don't
Good.
know. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
No, it's super useful, I
No way. Get
think.
that out of here.
I still use it. I still use it. I mean, not every letter. Like, I won't make every letter into cursive, but I'll definitely turn things into like a flow to make it
Oh yeah.
faster.
My handwriting's just awful, so it kind of looks like it's cursive, but it's just because I like write on top of the letters I've already put down. It's
I
all right.
remember there were kids, like students in my high school who came to public high school but had previously gone to, I think, um, one student in particular, he came from Catholic school. He went from like kindergarten to eighth grade. And in that particular Catholic school, they could only write cursive. So when he got to high school, he only wrote in cursive. And I remember
Oh
my
wow.
teachers being like, wow, like I know how to write cursive, I know how to read it, but it was like so perfect that it almost turned into difficult to read because it was like so nicely done. Um, so we would always joke, we're like, does he do really well on his papers because no one knows what he's saying or no one can read it? Because like teachers would literally be like, I really struggle with reading your handwriting, and it's because it's like so nicely done and like very proper. So we would joke with him. He knew it was a joke. We weren't actually. He was a very good
That's
student, but
wild.
we would enjoy giving him a hard time about it.
That's funny.
You know, somebody actually sent me a template once to like turn your handwriting into a font, and I kind of want to do it because
You
I
could
think that would
definitely,
make
I think you definitely should.
yeah.
I think that would make writing papers that are supposed to be handwritten a lot easier. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you just
Oh yeah,
type it
that would
out.
be.
Right.
That'd be pretty
Type it in your
cool.
own handwriting.
That's
Yeah,
so
there you
cool. Next
Yeah.
time I get onto Microsoft Word and see Smeal, I'll make sure to use it for you.
go. Okay, so we talked a little bit about admin. Can you talk a little bit about alt funds? I know that we're not that far into the year yet, but just some things maybe that you're looking forward to, or some events that we have coming up, so people can keep those in mind.
Sure. Um, so alt funds was actually one of the top positions I applied for this year because, like I said, admin was really technical, but alt funds has a more creative feel to it, and so I like that. Kind of tapping into that other side and working with Bobby and Carmen. I like this. I actually have co-chairs this year. That's exciting. And not just one, but two.
Right?
But I think between the three of us, we've already, gotten started with planning some fundraisers this year. And of course, this year it's a little different with COVID. We want to make sure that we're still keeping people's safety and health in mind while also doing our best to raise money for Thon. And so we already have a restaurant fundraiser coming up on September 9th, I believe,
Yep.
from 5 to 9 at DPDO. So if you're listening to this and you're in the State College area, then highly recommend coming out and supporting Thon, supporting Heal. Um, we also have a whole list of other restaurants that we're looking to set up fundraisers with. So hopefully we'll get some more of those approved soon. We've got a pasta dinner and bake sale coming up. What else have we got?
Well, you don't know about this. So last night,
Oh,
actually, we had our exec meeting, um, and afterwards, Sabrina and I, who Sabrina will eventually be on here, um, but Sabrina and I set up a restaurant fundraiser through Panda Express for September 23rd, in the
perfect.
hub location. That's not approved yet, but I have a hard time seeing it get declined. So that's pending, I guess, but
Yeah,
it's
we
coming.
talked about that last night. You guys just probably did it online, but
Yeah, we submitted all the paperwork for it. So,
cool. Well, thank you guys for
Awesome.
doing that.
oh, my
Looking
pleasure.
forward to some calzones and
Some orange
some.
chicken later in the month, right?
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
that's
Right.
so good. I haven't been to Panda Express in a long time, so I'm actually looking forward to that. Um, Hopefully, we can maybe do some roots, possibly. I know roots can be tough. Maybe some Panera. I don't know. If anyone has any ideas, things that they would love to see, let us know.
Roots is supposed to open tomorrow, so
Yeah, well, we're recording. This will be released on Thursday, so by
oh
tomorrow,
yeah,
which
yeah,
is
yeah,
Tuesday,
yeah.
September 1st. By the time you're listening to this, you
Roots
it's
will be
already
open.
opened, hopefully, and maybe you're already eating it because I know I will be going either tomorrow, Tuesday, or Wednesday. Been missing my roots. Been
We'll have to
craving
go
it.
and see if we can talk to someone about setting up a fundraiser.
Yeah, we'll have to work on that. So other things that Alt Funds does, I guess, like what are some other things that? Oh, I think we lost Sam.
Oh, she's here.
Oh,
Okay,
wait, sorry, it just like cut out for a sec.
no,
All
it's okay.
good.
We were just talking about some other things that Alt Funds is involved in, or just some like new ideas that maybe you guys have.
Um, so earlier this summer, I don't know, we have not like talked about this since then, but we brought up the idea of maybe like a murder mystery dinner. So I don't know if that's still on the table, but
One
if we
hundred
could get
percent.
something like that, that would be kind of fun.
Yeah, and that was your
Um,
idea. Take credit for that because that's a super cool
oh,
idea.
thank
I'm
you.
really excited to get working on that and figure out. I mean, obviously, we need to find out a way to do it that is, safe and like accommodating for everyone. So that might
Right.
be a little tough. We're gonna look at that. We're gonna work on it. It's been kind of a hectic first 2 weeks, so we haven't gotten there yet. But planning on that, we'll start. Um, so yeah, I'm excited for it. I think it's gonna be really fun. It's an awesome idea, and yeah, I can't wait to get working on it.
Yeah. Also, shameless plug, laptop stickers. I think the designs are currently in the works, but if you're like me and you put stickers on everything, your laptop, water bottle, planner, definitely recommend. They're always high quality. They're from Redbubble, so you can wash them if you put them on your water bottle and they'll still stay nice. So looking forward to seeing those once the design's done too.
Yeah, I was gonna say we were working on the designs for those last night too. Um, I don't know, did Sabrina send them to you or did you send them to Carmen?
I think she sent them to Carmen.
Okay, I had her
I
send it
haven't
to
seen
one of
them
you
yet.
two because I was like, yeah, I can't. This is out of my pay grade. Dealing with picking these stickers, but they look super good. The designs that we had, so that's gonna be fun. We also are looking at doing some potential heel masks since it is
Right.
COVID-19 season. So we're looking into kind of some pricing and just the best way to do it to where we're still getting, first of all, things that actually work, right? Because we don't want to give out masks that don't meet standards, um, but
Right.
also in a way that we can sell them and you don't spend $500 on a mask, right? So we're working on it. It's
We
getting
also
done.
have Pigskin Pick'em coming up. So you can do that. We'll talk about this all in the meeting as well tonight, but
Definitely.
anyone listening. And something else that I'm looking forward to coming up is the Thon 5K. So shout out to all of our alumni this year. They usually do offer a virtual 5K that you can do as well as the in-person 5K, but this year it will all be virtual, which is kind of a neat opportunity. We can all be doing the virtual together, and the alumni have an awesome opportunity to either walk it or run it. Sign up. You can get some gear along with that if you would like, and we'll be sending out some more information about that. But you don't even really have to be into running. You can just walk it. You can do it on a nice Saturday morning, maybe with your family, maybe by yourself, whatever it may be. It's a neat opportunity for all of us to kind of come together.
Definitely.
So definitely looking forward to
Oh
that as
yeah.
well.
And I will be walking it. There's no way you're gonna catch me running. Um, so don't. You're not
So
alone if you're walking.
The last 2 years, I've just walked it and stopped to pet all the dogs. And so, if you're a dog person, would highly recommend that option. I'm sure if you walked around your neighborhood, you would definitely find some cute little puppers to pet too.
True. Very true. I'm curious with the how the routes in State College are gonna work. I don't know if they're
they're
gonna let.
published.
Yeah.
Are they?
I think so. I have to look into it again. I think I saw them or someone mentioned them. But I don't know because yeah, if everyone in state college
Is
decides
walking.
to run the same route, then
Yeah.
it's not going to be virtual anymore. It's going to be in person.
Yeah. So
um so we'll see about that. I know Thon's offering some options for like masks that are supposed to be good to run in and stuff like that, so you can stay COVID safe while getting a good workout in and doing it all for the kids. FTK. So that's an awesome opportunity as well. Just some shameless plugs for events coming up for Heal and for Thon in general. Anyone listening to this now is up to date on some of the most recent and fun things going on in Heal.
Also, check out the Facebook group. If you're an alumni and you're looking to run or walk the 5K, see if there's anyone that's graduated before you, after you, in your area. Get together, maybe. Stay 6 feet apart, of course, walk on opposite sides of the street. But yeah, it could be a good way to get together and keep that alumni network strong.
Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure. So another question that I have for you, Sam. I know you're involved in your sorority. The name's escaping me. Which sorority is it?
Omega Phi Alpha.
Okay. And I know that
Oh.
they're involved in Thon and stuff. So can you just tell us a little bit about like their involvement and like maybe your family and stuff like that? I think it's something fun to hear about, just like other people's experience with Thon and other organizations and stuff.
Sure. Um, so we are heavily involved in Thon, like you said, and we have three wonderful families that we support: the Martins, the Zieglers, and the Garcias. And actually, so I became a new member right before Thon my freshman year. So I've gotten to attend the last two Thons as a member of both my sorority and Heal, which is a really interesting experience. Getting to see like two different orgs' perspectives. And at that first Thon, that was the year that the Tuckies came on stage and spoke. And that was the first time that I had heard their whole story. So that was really special. But we had also just lost one of our Thon children that we supported for O5A. And so when they did, I forget what it's called, but when they have all of the angels come up on screen
Angels Among
and
Us.
yes, thank you. She was up there and she had passed, I believe, about 2 or 3 weeks before Thon. Um, so that was just a really emotional moment for all of us, and especially I had talked to her parents earlier that day. They were in the stands with us and her sister, and I didn't realize then that she had passed because I was so new to the org. I didn't know a whole lot about the families, and it was just such a raw moment, like getting to meet her family and then finding out that that's why she wasn't with them that day. So that whole first Thon was really kind of a wild introduction to what Thon is all about, and yeah, so I'm really grateful for that experience though, and I'm grateful to be part of orgs that support five families in total because we also have the Tuckies and the Hesses. So yeah, I love that.
Wow.
Wow.
It's a touching
Yeah.
story. So, how would you say? What are some of the? Are there any differences between being a member of Heal, being an O5A? Some of the things they do differently. Some of the things we do differently.
Um, so they only have five fund chairs. They do also have alt funds chairs, a finance chair, an overall family relations like we do, and totally blanking on the other one. Outreach and Thon Weekend. Sorry. So they kind of combine like two of our chairs. And so I think the difference there is Thon, like some of the other orgs on campus, it's a part of what they do and it is a big part of what they do, but it's not their sole focus like Heal is. So we have a bigger exec board that's involved with planning Thon and all the different things that go into that, the fundraising, the finances, keeping in touch with the families. And so I think that is a notable difference, but I think still having like other focuses as an org, they do a great job of trying to keep all of the sisters and the brothers, we're partnered with Chi Phi, um, involved with our families and our mission supporting Thon.
Awesome.
Yeah,
It's cool to hear an outside perspective, sort of from different orgs. So I was just curious.
right. Yeah, of course.
Very cool. And something that we've been asking everybody, Who are some people that you're kind of looking forward to or hoping to see um, on this podcast in the near future?
So I actually haven't gotten a chance to listen to any of our families speak on the podcast yet. I know the Tuckies came on before, and have the Hesses come on yet?
Not
Or are
yet.
they
Not yet.
upcoming?
It's in the works.
Okay.
We're getting there.
All right. So I definitely this week my goal is I want to go back and listen to that, and I'd like to listen to the Hesses when they come on as well. So I think those are two of like the biggest podcast episodes I'm looking forward to listening to.
You can listen to them while you're training for the Thon 5K. When you go out
Ooh.
running, get yourself an hour and listen to those old episodes. Get caught up.
Now there's an idea.
I wonder what it's like to run to a podcast.
I wonder what it's like to run to our podcast, because I'm sure like a well produced one probably be all right, but like it's probably pretty brutal to
People are
listen to
probably
us
like, "Oh my
talk.
God."
Like, why are they talking? What are they doing?
You know what? We're getting there. We're working on
Well,
it.
hey,
Not
baby steps.
professionals yet, but we're working on it.
We'll get there.
I mean, but it might be cool too for people within like the heel and the thong community to this one versus just any podcast out there on Spotify or whatever. Because we have like a little more of a personal investment in this, and you actually know some of the people that are speaking on it. So I think that makes it interesting too.
True,
I
and
would
like
run this.
a connection to why they're running too.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
For sure. Some, you know what? Maybe some people will. I know. I mean, I played sports in high school, but I'm not the biggest running fan. I like exercise, but whenever I run, my body just like doesn't like me very much. It hurts my knees and stuff. I sound like I'm older than I am. But yeah, I try to avoid running kind of. So I've been debating on getting back into running for the 5K, or maybe I'll be walking. I don't know. We'll see. But I've only ever run to music, I guess. But you know what? Maybe that's why I didn't like running. Maybe I was destined to listen to podcasts instead.
True.
And that's why I didn't like running. Well, I liked running for sports, but not just like around town.
Yeah, you will not
Right.
catch me running that 5K. Could not pay me to run that 5K. I
You know
will be
what?
walking.
We can walk it. Yeah, it's still good exercise.
Oh yeah.
Still is what it is. So, yeah, I love that. I hope that we can get the Hesses on here soon, and I'm looking forward to that. I know that kids are starting to get back into school. I believe Becca went back to school last week. So that's really exciting. She's a freshman in high school. I don't know where time
Oh my
went.
gosh.
She's so old.
I know. Not old. She's forever young.
True.
I was gonna sing a song, but I'm trying to.
Forever young.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, I gotcha.
But yeah, so I just can't believe that they're going back to school and stuff. And just like seeing all of that. I'm sure Caroline will be back in school. I
Kindergarten.
don't know. Is it kindergarten?
I think so.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh.
Big
yeah.
year.
So super exciting super excited for that. I know I've been seeing like a lot of people posting it's their kids' first days of school and stuff like that. I know last week we had Danielle and Nico on, and she's a teacher and she'll be going back to school soon. So kind of just entering like this new phase, this new season. Thankfully it's getting a little bit cooler outside. It's not so hot, but
You say that now, but like come December, you're gonna be like, man, I wish it was August again, right?
Well, come December we'll be home. So
That's true.
yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah. But I know come November, I brought all my winter clothes. I don't even know if I'll need them, but we'll see.
Yeah. We'll see how long we last.
It has been chillier this week. Last week was a scorcher.
Yeah.
But it's been, you can tell fall's around the corner. So who knows? Maybe we'll even see snow before we leave state college.
Who knows?
Remember last year we were going home in a snow, or we were coming back in a snowstorm from Thanksgiving break.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember coming back a day early because my Honda Civic probably wasn't going to make it. So I came back a day early and
The
avoided.
good Honda Civic. Love that.
I mean, they're not known for being like snow cars by any means.
No,
so-
definitely not.
Right.
So remember that, but I guess we will be coming back, so maybe we'll avoid the snow, maybe not. Who knows? But whatever it is, we'll figure it out in state college. It's been a strange year to say the least, but we'll just figure it out.
Yeah.
It's what it is.
Yeah.
Sam,
We'll
are there
be
any?
prepared.
Do you know of any upcoming fundraisers for your sorority that you'd want to plug? Just so, I mean, if they're going on for Thon, yeah, we're not gonna get credited, but I'd still go out to eat somewhere. I'm tired of making dinner.
I don't know of any off the top of my head. We just had our first chapter last night. So if I do find out any, I'll be sure to pass them along to you.
Definitely.
But yeah, none that
Cool.
I know of at the moment.
That's all right. We're on top of the ball. That's why everyone else is behind us. That's why Heel's just ahead of the game right now.
Oh, absolutely.
Right? We've got awesome alt funds chairs like you, so that's
Oh,
why
yeah.
we're so far ahead.
Can we virtually high five?
Oh, of course. Boom.
Right.
We did it. Anyone listening to Spotify is like, what are you doing? We just slapped our webcams. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
I really hope we can get roots soon. I really hope.
So Tuesday, September 1st, which is tomorrow for us recording
Tomorrow.
this. This will go live on Thursday. So, but yeah, we'll all have to run there and take all the Roots Bowls.
Every time I've been to Roots, I've seen Sean Clifford there. So I really hope that he's there tomorrow too, because if I go get Roots and don't see him, we'll be a little sad.
It'll ruin your perfect streak.
How many times have you been to Roots?
Actually, only about 2.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I was like waiting for you to say like I've been there 10 times and I've seen him every time.
Yeah, I've actually been there like 36 times. We're just kind of on the same wavelength.
Yeah. He shoots you a text every day. He's like, "Hey, Roots today," and you're like, "Nah, fam, maybe later."
This is
Right.
gonna sound like the most non-Penn State thing ever, and we might just have to cut it out. But what year is Sean Clifford?
Oh, get out of here.
I think I'm pretty sure that he's a junior, but he redshirted, so he's
Yeah.
playing as a sophomore.
That is, yeah.
Oh, dang, I knew a football thing.
I'm pretty sure
So
that's
he
right.
started last year as a sophomore.
Yes.
Yes.
I thought he was a junior last year.
Actually, you might be right. He might be a redshirt senior playing as a junior.
Maybe. He's playing a year younger than he is academically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, but yeah, I actually don't know.
Last year.
Wow, we're the worst.
Yeah, well, that sounds like very un-Penn State of us, but you know what? There's no football this
Yeah,
year.
well, it's not even our fault.
Not for a while, so you know what? I haven't had to brush up on my history.
True.
Right, it's been a whole year. We should get a pass for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you
We were
go.
close enough, right?
Although there are rumors, and I will emphasize rumors, that they'll start football close to Thanksgiving in November.
I also heard that.
I saw that. So
But I don't
guess
know.
we'll see.
Yeah, I guess we will see. I know they were talking about a spring season, but potentially pushing it up to November. I don't know. I haven't been like checking daily, but I did see that. So maybe there is potential that those games will be played kind of close to November, December. So I guess we'll see. But yeah, I wonder what it's like for them right now because they're training, and I don't think they really know when when their games will start. So I feel like as an athlete, and even it's a good comparison to just life right now, like we just don't really know when things will be happening. So I can imagine that's tough to be training for something not knowing when you'll get to play the games and stuff.
Definitely.
But that's kind of, I guess, a metaphor for 2020. We're kind of
right.
wondering
Yeah.
what will happen. But yeah, I give them a lot of credit, all the athletes and stuff, because they are still going to practice kind of not knowing. And I'm sure it's hard. I mean, for everyone, like there's probably seniors who are worried about like getting to or hoping to play their last few games. I don't know. It's just been, whatever way, it's been a tough year for people.
Definitely. Hopefully that all works out, though. There's really nothing you can do about it. You just gotta roll the punches. It's unfortunate, but that's kind of just the world we're living in. I'm gonna spin things a little bit, though. We're gonna hop back to Thon. I have a good question for you, Sam. Is there any lyric from a line dance that really stands out to you? Because I have like my own personal favorite, Ignite Electrify from last
It's not
year.
even that wasn't even technically our thon though. That
But
was
it's
before we were
yeah,
here.
it's from Thon 2017, I think. But they repeat it in the end of last year, and somewhere around like 18 hours of sleep deprivation, I was like, oh my gosh, this is the greatest thing to scream at the top of my lungs ever. And I would basically I'd do the whole line dance, not talk, and then Ignite Electrify would come, and I'd yell, I'd all out. So that will forever hold a place in my heart, just because my little lizard brain without sleep loved it so much.
I think
So
all of us did. Everyone in the stands was getting really hyped to that line.
Okay, Sam, what's your favorite line?
Oh, well, I was gonna say Ignite Electrify, but I think I gotta come up with something more original
if
now.
it's your favorite, it's okay.
I also like FTK is How We Roar. I think that's really cute. And especially because in the line dance last year they had that line about the future lions too.
Mhm.
And
Future
so it
line.
reminded me of little
This is where you're meant to be.
yeah. And so like the FTK is How We Roar. It was like all of Penn State coming together, and it really is a roar when people say that in the Bryce Jordan Center. But it also reminded me of like the little cubs like roaring. I don't know.
Aw.
I thought it was cute.
That is cute.
I
How
really
about
like
you,
that.
Morgan? Do you have a favorite line?
Well, I think that 2019 will always be ingrained in my head because that was our freshman year. And that was, I had been to like one thon previously, but only for maybe an hour or so because my sister was a gymnast and she had a meet here, a gymnastics meet, and then they were performing a pep rally directly after. So me and my mom went over to Thon just to see pep rally and to see my sister and stuff. So that was a neat thing. But other than that, I hadn't been to Thon before 2019, which was our freshman year. So, like, break it down, BJC just always sticks out in my mind whenever anyone brings up a thon lion dance or something like that. But I guess that's not that sentimental. I do love the Future Lions dance and see this is where you're meant to be though. But I think a lot of people can relate to this, that like your freshman year line dance will just forever hold a very special place in your heart because like that was your first thon, and just the like looking out at the floor and everything and seeing all the dancers and just like how electric thon is. And I
Ignite,
remembered
electrify. Oh, sorry.
exactly, and I remember just like looking out and seeing everyone doing the dance and everyone's like screaming it, and even the times when like the dance relations captains will say something and like we all respond. I'm trying to think of like an example of that, but like where everyone will say the same thing at the same time, screaming the words. Um, it's just like such a surreal feeling. I don't know.
And that's what's so cool about Thon, that for those 46 hours, it doesn't matter um, what org you're in, what year you are, what clubs you're in, like what your major is. We're all there together, and it really does completely embody the whole "we are" of Penn State. So it's a lot of fun.
Yeah,
I love
totally
it.
agree. I think on that note, we should wrap.
You do?
Well, Sam, do you have anything else?
Um, Not that I can think of, unless you have anything else for me.
We'll have to have you back on once we have some more alt fun stuff in the works. Um,
Oh, absolutely.
it was kind of loaded against you. We're only 2 weeks in, so we could only have so much done together. But
I'm excited to see what we do, though. I mean, like you said, these first 2 weeks with moving back in and getting adjusted have been a little hectic. But once we kind of fall into our routine, I think we'll really start chugging away at setting up some fundraisers. And I'm
definitely,
excited to see what those are.
same.
did you have to move into a new apartment this year too?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that. Oh.
That'll
Both
do it.
you and Bobby did. That
Yeah.
move-in process is just, it's a
It's
lot.
something.
Yeah. How was that? Do you have your own room and stuff? Like, did you have to decorate a whole room, or what was it like?
No, we only have 2 bedrooms here and 4 people, so I do share a room. But I've got a photo collage behind me here and
Very
the
nice.
sign, of course. So,
Oh, nice.
yep,
Love it.
that's a good. Feels a little more like home now.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else you want to say before your podcast time of fame comes to an end?
Oh boy. Well, thank you guys for having me. It was a lot of fun.
Thank you
And
for
thank
coming
you to
on.
everyone listening too. Just a friendly reminder one more time, come out to DP Dough from 5 to 9 p.m. on September 9th. Get some good calzones for a good cause.
True.
Make sure to bring your mask. They won't let you in without one.
Yeah, wear a mask.
True. Wear a mask all the time, please.
Yeah. And I'll be there at
That
DP
too.
Dough. I'll be hanging out, sitting in some table in the corner. So you'll see me. All right. But with that, I think we've come to a close. So thanks for listening, everyone, and keep on dancing.